over time I've like grown very comfortable with my preferences, right? So I have like a widescreen monitor there, I have a curved monitor there, I'm replacing that with an OLED. I have this chair built right to my configuration, the lighting is set to my preference, so it like lights the table in a certain way that makes me feel productive. I can put my plants around, I can have my bookshelf there if I want to access stuff. You can't get this in an office, right? It's also like, I understand it's not an option for everyone, but if you have the option, I'm sure everyone would prefer this, right? And at least for me, it makes me feel more productive. Even if
You're
you
at
like,
you're at your room. Are you staying with family, or is this like a, have you taken like a place? Uh,
this is my apartment, so I stay with my family. But yes, this is the chai office.
this is the okay. Um, what about the system on your right? I think.
Mhm.
Can you talk? Can you give us the? Are you able to share the?
Oh yeah, I thought there's a follow up coming. Right now, let's see. I keep changing the config. So right now it has four GPUs inside of it, all air cooled. Two 3090s, one A6000, one Titan. So that is the main deep learning rig. I never plug my monitor into it. There's another one underneath. So that has one 3090 in it, and that is just for stable diffusion experiments or stuff like that, and occasional gaming. I use the smaller one for that. This is for all the deep learning workloads.
And how much memory do you have totally there on the top one?
Do you mean memory or GPU memory?
GPU memory, yeah.
Let's see, 48 plus 48, 96 plus 24, 120 gigs.
Okay, okay, okay. And you're constantly running experiments, is it? Like you're always buzzing at night or something? I don't know.
Not so much these days, although like it's just the occasional. Like right now, I have some local LLMs running. They're not doing inference, but if I want to kick inference off just for the sake of my comparison, I can like go to the local host, port forwarded port, and just like kick it off. So it's like always on in that sense. It has something in memory, not necessarily running nowadays. When I would Kaggle, yes, this room would be really hot and the air conditioning would be on all the time. So yeah.
Did you think of making like a server room or something like that, or maybe placing the GPUs more?
This is that.
This is the server room, is it?
This is that. Yes.
uh, in the sense you never thought of, like, since you work out of here as well, maybe keeping
Mhm.
the GPUs outside, or where you're not very you mentioned it tends to get hot, so you didn't think of
Yeah,
that, is it?
because it's like a both of the systems combined is like a 2000-watt heater in a sense, right? But it's still manageable. So I quite like it here. It also like I like looking at it. So I would sit half of my day here reading papers and I'd look at it when I'm not like going outside reading papers. So I prefer it here. This is all planned, and even like this like preference of having this right here, right, is also like something I enjoy being able to do remotely.
And when you're working, I can see the two monitors. So do you do you like have both your work set up in both the monitors, or how do you work, in the sense, how do you split your monitor work?
So that's the bifurcation for more of my like mental modes. So this side is for work and that side is for gaming. So when I'm sitting on that side, my I like sort of have over time just like made that side for gaming. So if I'm sitting on that side, my brain should ideally go into relaxation mode. That side is working mode. So whenever I'm on that side, don't watch YouTube videos, don't play games, don't look at the phone. This side, do whatever.
I actually tried that. I really wanted to get two monitors, but at this point, I'm stuck with one. But I don't have the table space for that as well. But what I used to do is, I used to not. I used to try watching, like. I would use my laptop only for work stuff, and if I had to like go for entertainment, I would take my phone and just maybe watch YouTube only on like my phone. But eventually, it gets tiring because you want the bigger,
Yes.
display. So I couldn't keep that up, but I was trying to bifurcate that way, but unsuccessfully. Yeah. You also spoke
Yeah.
about your.
Sorry,
I'm
go
so
ahead.
sorry. You were saying.
Yeah, I was saying I've been wanting to get the Odyssey G9 for a while, and they just came out with the Odyssey G9 OLED, so that's like a 49-inch ultra wide. But then it's kind of ridiculously expensive, so I'm thinking of getting just like a OLED. TV as a monitor, still thinking about that. Although
But
I've
TV
been sorry.
But TV as a monitor does not really work well. No, that's what I've heard because I tried plugging in my monitor for I tried plugging in my laptop on my home TV. The resolution or the DPI apparently was very bad, and I was not getting the. It was not very comfortable at all.
Do you have an OLED?
I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure. It was a 4K monitor.
Yeah, but OLEDs really like I've at least in my test, OLED are like where it becomes feasible because like it's the image quality really like starts to become really good.
Okay, okay. I'm not sure if my home TV is OLED, but I remember trying to plug my laptop in. It was not very. It was not even the mouse movement, right? The
Hmm.
movement of the mouse was very blurry, and there was a lot of delay as well. So I didn't use it. Yeah, yeah. What about your chair though?
Yeah, so I've gone through a lot of chairs. I don't remember which brand this is, but this is the one I found most comfortable recently. So I've
You
gone
said you had it
through.
customized.
No, I did not know.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, just to like set up and like my preferences, like the lighting and whatnot, right? Because I live stream a lot, so there's like a right here up on top. I used to have this, which is like a key light. I don't need it anymore. I just have it in my office as backup. But then even the ability to have these like lights set up in a custom way, right? That can like make me light up, and it's just like one switch that has everything ready to go. So for that reason, I prefer working remotely.
Okay. And I think now that you've really established like this perfect environment for you to. I think you'll be here your entire life, or for a significant amount of time. It seems that way.
No, it's part of being, as we call the PC master race, right? You're never happy. I'm like, I just bought more RAM for this, upgraded its SSD thrice, that one's twice in the last month. So you're like never really happy in that sense. Keep changing things out. So it's like never a complete project in that sense. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. I'm like flexible about that. I like this setup. Not married to it, but I quite like it.
We've spoken about all your equipments, but I'm curious about your laptop. Like, what laptop do you use, and how many laptops do you use?
So the one I'm using right now is a M1 Max, and this is I daily this.
The Pro or the basic one?
It's the Pro with the Max chip.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm on Max, is it? Okay,
Yes.
okay, okay, okay. Um, how are you finding that?
So I find people say you don't really need to go from Pro to Max, but what I do, at least for the video you mentioned, the goals video, there I had really to get into the roots of video editing. I had like 5 layers of 4K animation and 3 layers, 1 layer of animation, 3 layers of videos playing in parallel. Any other, even though I found the Pro chip to also like start to stutter there or heat up a lot, this one doesn't. So for those purposes, this is really good. Like editing videos, it's